Howdy, folks! How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome back to another episode of our Sky Factory 3 Let's Play Adventure, where today we are continuing where we left off last time. It's been a while. I've rested. I've relaxed myself. I'm a little bit more focused, and I wanted to show you some revisions I've made. We were not having any Enderman spawn in here, and we're still not. And the last one that spawned in here teleported out almost immediately, so we're going to be making some revisions today. I already made some revisions. I made it a bit taller, but as you can tell, things will still spawn in there. Those gaps are created using slabs, so they still block sunlight in that sort of magical way that slabs do. Here's the new revised roof. You can kind of see in there if that's your sort of thing. It's not mine, though. I don't care. That's a useless function. As I was saying, though, I think the reason the guy teleported out is because not everything dies when it reaches these spikes. I think we need to increase the power of our fans, and that means that we're going to need to make iron. Or no, it does not. It means we're going to need to make steel. That's not iron. That's a different thing. Now, when we looked at steel before, I didn't really look at it all that intently. I just kind of dismissed it, but if you look at the recipe again, it's literally coal and an iron. I mean, yes, we have to divide the coal up. We can just take some coal. In fact, let me show you exactly what needs to be done right now. Are you finished with it? Yeah, okay. I had to cooking up another batch of stone for Jenna, just sort of in preparation. If we take some coal here, and we bring it over, and we stick it in the sag mill, watch the magic that takes place here. Also, is that going to automatically put it down here? It is. Let's put it on alloys only. So if it automatically gets pumped out of there. Is it done yet? Boom. There we go. And it's just gone. It's just disappeared. It does not exist anymore. Where's this stuff going? Where is it going? Is it... It's being created. There it is. And then it's just vanishing from existence. Are you pushing it out somewhere? What's going on? You're not pushing it off... Oh my gosh. It's putting it into the hopper. Who set this thing up? What type of idiot set this thing up? Let me figure this out here. Push. We need you to do nothing. Well, pull, preferably. And then, when you're done, look at this. Push, for crying out loud. For crying out loud. Alright, well, now we should get some coal powder down here. And then we can combine that with a bit of iron, which heaven knows we've got an abundance of. And that's going to get us our steel that we need. And the reason we need the steel is in order to build this upgrade for the fan that's going to push creatures into it and finish them off. We're going to need some steel rods, which is just a couple of steel, and then one of these blocks of steel, which is just 9 steel. A mere 9 steel is all we're going to need. Well, we got 2, so there's that, I guess. And we're currently generating more coal up here. I don't know what the creation rate is. Let me see here. It's supposed to give us 100%, and then 10% a second one, and then also 10% some sulfur. So, well, there's some sulfur. It's not going to put it inside of here. I guess it'll just collect down here. I'm gonna transfer it over to the great big box of items. Boy, we need to deal with that. We need to get like a search thing hooked up to this soon. It's on my to-do list. I'm planning for the future. It won't take all that long. What does this have in it? Does this have AE or refined storage? I think it's got refined storage. It does indeed, yeah. We need to build a controller for this thing, which is going to need some quartz-enriched iron, some machine casing. None of this is too complicated. A grid? I don't know what that does. I don't know what a grid does at all. Is that how you access it? No idea. Pattern, fluid, crafting monitor, controller, storage blocks, disk manipulator? Yeah, I don't know how any of this works anymore. I've got no idea. I think it probably starts off by... We probably build a controller, right? And then maybe it also needs... Shrek. You know what? This is something to figure out later. I don't know what happened, but somehow we ended up with electrical steel. Did I make that? Was that an accident? I've got no idea. I don't know how that could have happened. Was that in there before? I don't know. We have 5 electrical steel and 5 steel, so nowhere near the amount we need. But it should be going again. Hopefully. Any day now. Why is it not... Hello? Oh, there it goes. Oh, it has to have 4 minimum to even get started? Well, that's absurd. No wonder this is taking so long. Here's a question. I think we need 4 bars. How many we get? We get 4. Okay, so we only need 1 more ingot. So we just have to wait for... Oh, here we go, baby. Here we go. This is the hype train. Everybody, put your hands in the air. Lift them up high. Oh, yeah. Now, some of you may have noticed the big flaw here. And I haven't mentioned it yet. I haven't really brought up the big flaw, but some of you are currently... You're thinking it through. You're thinking... Now, wait a minute, Rees. Don't you have multiple fans? Why, yes. Yes, I do. We've constructed a single fan upgrade. But there are other upgrades we can build. For instance, we can make one wider if we just get a bit of aluminum. Now, aluminum, that's not a helpful recipe. Here we go. Look at that. Aluminum, you just need some aluminum or dust. Now, do we have any of that? We might. I can't think of seeing any aluminum, but that doesn't mean... Where do we get quartz-enriched iron? Did I do that? I don't remember doing that. I must have done, though. I must have done. Aluminum. We got nickel. We got lead. We got all kinds of things. I'm not seeing aluminum specifically. What do we have to do to get aluminum? String. Flint. String. Flint. It's any object through a string or flint mesh is what I'm saying. Well, we can do it manually, I guess. What do we have over here? Do you have an iron? You also have an iron stiffened mesh. Ah, but you know what? I think we've got a string one in here. It's flint, but that's fine. That'll work. Just gotta find my hammer. I know I've got one in here. Is this it? Is this the only hammer that I have? Don't I have a big one for... You know what? Oh, yeah, I do right there. Compressed hammer. Good. That ought to save us a little bit of time. We're only going to do a single stack, and we're going to see where that gets us, and I did that wrong. There we go. All right. Boom. We're going to have one left over. But that's okay. We'll return it. We're not going to hold on to it, make it suffer all by itself. We'll return it to its fellows once we're done with this task here. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. It kind of irritates me. Why didn't it jump in with the crowd and get compressed? You know what? Shrek you. That's what you deserve. Okay, we got our compressed gravel. And I'm going to do this for a little while until we get some aluminum, hopefully. What did we just get there? Lead and coal? A hot dog! How exciting is that? Oh my god, we did get aluminum just then. Okay, that's what we want to keep an eye on. We want more of that. Okay, well, we got just enough aluminum to create two ingots of aluminum. Okay, well, I guess we only need, what, 9 more? I'll show you how to get a bunch of aluminum. This will take no time at all. I've only got 64 of these to go through, and look, we've already got a single aluminum, I think. Yeah. Easy. Honestly, you know what? Considering how much time I spent doing this, 64. 64! Compressed! So 64 times 7. I thought I would get more aluminum than I did. But, I didn't. At the end of the day, we only got, what, 12, and that'll give us 24 total, so we'll chunk those up here, and then we'll make sure that this is set to furnace only? Wait a minute, it didn't do something horrible to that aluminum I put in there earlier, did it? Did it do anything to the aluminum from earlier? I guess it probably didn't, because it had nowhere to go, because this was set to alloy mode only. I don't know what's happening anymore. I guess what we can do, though, is we can go ahead and get some gold, too, if we wanted to, and maybe get some lead, iron, copper, nickel. I got silver that I can't put in there yet, until this is done, I suppose. Yeah, not bad. I suppose we'll store these things over here, because that's sort of where all of them are stored anyway. Okay, so we finally got enough aluminum, but I don't know how much we really need, because I don't know how many of these we're going to build. I think we might be better off if we build more than one, because I think it only widens it by 1 in each direction. Yeah, max of 3. So I think we need to widen it twice. And the reasoning is, let me just take this over there and I'll show you. But the inside, well, how wide is the inside? It's not even, is it? Oh, that's disappointing. Okay, well, this will cover most of it, right? Because it's 4 wide. So it'll only leave 1 lane open. And that's not too big of an issue. And the reason we did this was so we could put one of these in there. And one of these in there. There we go. And it'll push 3 lanes further, and then one of them just won't push quite as far. And I don't know why I did any of this. All I can do now is hope that it makes a difference. Oh, look at that. A bat bag. A hero with no praise or glory. Interesting. Let's get all of the loot bags out and see what we've got. Now, can we still, if we wanted to, combine these and get better loot bags? Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, we can. We can create uncommon loot bags. I don't know if there's any advantage to those. I don't know how much better they're going to be. We get a couple of uncommons, a few rares, and we'll unbox these common ones too, and then we'll have a bat bag left, and we'll see what's in that. So we got purple slime sapling, some prismarine, useful, focus sash, and an emerald, a baconator, don't know what that's for. Basic capacitors are useful. Void crystal boots sound like fun, but I've already got some pretty good boots. Bone meal. We got these things. And then the bat bag has just spawn bat in it. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Well, alright then. Guess we can spawn a bat if we wanted to. One of the other ideas I had was going to the nether and just getting maybe a blaze spawner, and then we'd have a broken spawner and we could build an ender spawner like we tried to do in the failure that was a previous episode that will not be referenced again this episode. But to do that, it would be so much easier if we could just fly. So what if we built, roll with me on this, some chicken rings. You know, chicken rings, the best part of the chicken. How about that? That's not a difficult recipe. Feathers, some redstone. We could totally build one of those. And in fact, I say we do it right now. The first thing we have to track down is what happened to our ender shards. Because I know we had like 8 of them right there. And then another 2, but they won't stack for some reason. I don't know. Maybe there's like a max stack limit or something? Yeah, that must be the reason. Alright. We'll get our redstone out of here. I think we needed some iron. Hey, there's diamonds in here. I didn't even realize that. Did not mean to get those items out. That was a mistake. We're also going to need string, and we're going to need feathers. Do we have any? We haven't really killed any chickens, which I think is the only way to get feathers these days. Zombies used to drop them. Okay, I do know where to get some feathers. It might be a bit controversial, though, because a lot of people wanted me to raise chickens, but I don't know, to be honest with you. I think it's better that we do this with chickens. Okay, I didn't mean to kill a cow. And are we getting any feathers out of this? How many do we need? 4, I think? Come here, I'm sorry about this. I'm really sorry about this. Man, I killed every animal in this pen, and we still don't have enough feathers. What are the odds? I think we needed... Oh, we only needed 2! Oh, no. Oh, man, don't tell Jenna what happened in there. They just went missing. We don't know what happened. Finally, we'll need a bit of gold and a bit of iron, and with that, I think we're ready to go. So, first things first, we'll need to get the golden lasso, which needs gold nugs, naturally, not actual ingots. Of course, makes sense. There. And then we will build ourselves 2 of these resonating redstone crystals. And then I think everything else is just raw ingredient. That's not gonna work. Okay. Well, do I have to have grid power to craft it? That doesn't make any sense. It uses 1 GP. I understand that much. Oh, what, is there something wrong with my golden lasso? This golden lasso... Oh, it has to have a chicken in it. Is that the secret? Golden lasso chicken. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, we'll just need to get a chicken. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, some sort of horrible apocalypse happened over here, and we don't have any chickens. And the last time I checked, we don't have bait in this pack. Oh, no, of course we do. Oh, goodness gracious. Deep breaths, everyone. Everybody breathe just a calming sigh of relief. I don't remember what is the pack that I'm playing right now that doesn't have bait? Ah, you know what it is? Sky Adventures. It doesn't have bait for some reason. How can you make a pack without bait? Bait seems like it's almost just a necessity these days in these kinds of packs. I mean, otherwise you're just waiting around forever for animals to spawn. Let's create a few different baits. Well, no, they're all going to be the exact same kind of bait. I don't know why I said a few different. The intention was always to make chicken ones. I just meant let's make several chicken ones. Is there a limit to how many you can put down? I think the game will tell us if there's too many. So, yeah, this area is great. You're going to love it. Oh my gosh, you're going to love it here. Just wait till they... Oh, beautiful. Now we just got to get away from here and wait on them to spawn. Which shouldn't take too long. We'll just keep moving backwards. I want to see it happen. I don't know if you can. You might have to look away. Let's walk all the way backwards. We're going all the way back to before the beginning. Bob and said, there's a zombie. There's literally a zombie just standing there, not dying. And you know why it's not dying? It's not dying because that fan that we put the upgrades in only covers 3 lanes instead of all the lanes. Dadgum you. Now it dies. Now it dies. But wouldn't you know it? Still no ender pearls. This is Disappointment City, I tell you. Disappointment City! Ah, but hey, we got some aluminum. So you know what we could do? Tell you what we could do. Just build another one of these. You know, I mean, is this a waste of material? Yeah, maybe. But at least then, the one fan would cover the entire sort of area. And we could just get rid of all the other fans. We don't need all of them running. I'm not going to turn them off because there's no reason to turn them off. We're not gaining anything by turning them off. It's not as though this thing is using too much power or anything like that. Because they're just powered off of the redstone switches. But still. And look at that. We've got ourselves a chicken. Well, you know what? That's all we really needed, was a single chicken. Now we are ready to make ourselves a chicken wing, which I think will make us fly. I don't know for how long or how far. I'm not sure how it works. I don't really know how grid power works for that matter. Am I wrong in assuming that the way that this works is the grid power is universal, no matter where we go in the world, it'll keep working? See, my concern, and maybe it's silly, but my concern is that, you know, what happens if we leave the... Can we fly now? Kind of. We can kind of fly. Flight of the majestic beast. I want to wear it like a bauble. Come here. Come back here. Get in there. I can't wear it like a bauble. Oh, hold on. Ring? There we go. In the shield slot. No, that's not what we want. Okay, that's fine. Fly. Fly. We can't actually fly. We can just kind of glide. Look at me. I'm falling with style. Yeah, that's pretty useless. What are the upgrades to this ring that we can do? Well, we can turn it into a ring of the flying squid. Jet propulsion at your fingertips. What a strange turn of phrase, and it has to have a squid inside of it. We could turn that one into the angel wing, which I think just makes us actually fly, but we have to have a ghast and a bat. Ay. This sounds like it's gonna be Nightmare City. Alright then, we'll have to get a squid. That's all there is to it. I'm not sure how we're gonna go about doing that. Possibly, we just need to, we'll get rid of this lava, first things first. And then we'll probably need to build a pool. We've got a pool over here, which isn't bad. It's just not the best pool. Do you think a squid could survive in that? Let's check Squid Bait. Squid Bait. There is none. There is no Squid Bait. Is there any way to bait a squid? There's no. No. Okay, we cannot bait a squid. I have a ton of compressed cobblestone in here I didn't know that I had. Convenient, because that's what I was about to do. I need to get some sand so that I can make some glass, because we're going to build a tank. I just realized that we got to keep our golden lasso, which is cool. I didn't consume it during the recipe. I'm just making some glass over here. Nothing mysterious going on. Although, what are my options for glass? I could have made some different kinds of glass, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to build our big tank right out here, and it's going to be a water feature. It's not just going to be a giant tank. No. It's going to be something that people will travel the world to look at. This is horrible glass. We should have made better glass. What are my glass alternatives? We could have made some nice, quite clear glass, but I don't know how to make quite clear glass. Hold on. What is this? Oh, regular glass inside of an alloy smelter. Okay, well, get rid of that. Get out of here, you. Does it have to be regular glass, though? Could we have alloy smelted sand? Now that I think about it, that might have been a better decision. Hold on a minute. Let me go over here to these. We're going to get some sand out, and we're going to see what happens if we throw those into the smelter and see what they churn out. If it churns out, by chance, just really nice glass, well then great. But I don't know if it will. Should we look up what we can do with sand inside of an alloy? Oh, here we go. This is what we should have done. Alloy smelter. So we could have made enlightened clear glass. We could have combined it with ink to make dark clear glass. Or just regular sand makes regular glass, which is not as much fun. In a sag mill, it'll give you some silicon if you're into that sort of thing. So this is just going to cook up regular old glass. We don't need you to do that. We have a whole other machine doing that. But what you could do is you could turn that into, like, if you have nothing else going on. Are you set to furnace mode? Why don't you take my glass? Like, take my... I was told I could put this in here. And, oh. What, like one in each slot? So it has to be, like, an alloy mode. Alright. Is it 3 per quite clear glass? I guess it is. It probably is. Well, I haven't even looked at my other glass options, though. Like, I've got whatever this is. White stained glass is an option. I've got all these various colors of glass. How are we doing here? Well, it started, I guess. There's no turning back now. So I'm going to keep chalking all this in here. And then maybe also... Let's see, what do we do? Combine that with glowstone, I think it was, to make it... Hold on, how did we do that? Yeah, glowstone, and we can make it light up. Do we have a lot of glowstone? Where are we getting glowstone from? In here. We've got, I think, 56 of them. Well... No, we've got way more than that. Okay. Can you pick up quite clear glass? Oh, you can. Oh, okay. And yeah, look, it connects together, so it looks a little bit better. It doesn't need to glow for our purpose, but it'd be nice if at least the base of it glowed. I think that would be kind of cool. Alright, so here's the deal. We're still cooking up a lot of glass over here. We're going to keep it rolling. Keep it rolling in the carbon. And I don't know what I'm talking about. We're just going to let all this glass get done. I might go ahead and work on the map a little bit while we're waiting. You know, tidy up the walls some. You know, just make a few walls. Or like several stacks of walls. You know, it's like that sometimes. One of the things I should consider doing is upgrading this cobblestone generator, because it is so slow. And you could argue that we don't need a faster one, but we will someday if we want to go to the deep dark. Surrounding it with diamonds. Is that really tier 3 is diamonds? Gosh darn it. I mean, it's almost at its stack limit anyway. We'll have to get a better storage device. What do we have in terms of storage? Do we have anything that we can just store? Like, well, I don't know why I'm typing storage in there, though. That's gonna give us like everything we've got. Oh, we got a quantum storage unit. Holy schmackaronis, that's expensive. We could build one. We could totally build one. But, I mean, the one thing we're missing out on for that would be the ender pearls. You remember that, right, y'all? Look at this guy. Look at this cocky son of a gun. He spawned, and then I guess what? You teleported yourself out of there again? What is this game? Why is it like this sometimes? He didn't even drop an ender pearl. He dropped where did it go? He dropped a loot bag, and it vanished. You know what? Maybe he got sucked up in here. I don't know. I can't even be bothered with this guy right now. I don't know why that stupid contraption isn't working. It's spawning and killing literally everything else. Okay. This is gonna get risky, but here we go. Alright. Stage 2. There we go. I think we're done. I think we're gonna leave those fences down. We're gonna leave the world wide open. I'm going to put down the torches, though, because dadgummit, it just got dark over here. I did not realize how many torches were on that wall. I don't like the fact that this is now open and odd-looking, though, so I might put a nice little, like, lovely fence down around all of this. There we go. Just make the park look a little bit more premium, a little bit more exclusive, with a rock wall all the way around it. I dig that. Everything else, though, real open. We're going for a real open kind of thing now. I would have had a problem with it before, but it doesn't look like we're getting any more Sky Travelers, because every time I log in, there's still no new ones. So I don't think that we have to worry about them, you know, doing anything when they get here. Let's how are we doing on the glass? We're done on the glass? How are we doing on the quite clear glass? Still waiting on that to finish cooking up. Alright. While we're waiting, it doesn't hurt to look through our loot bags for all the garbage that we get when we search them, because there's never anything useful inside of them. We just got iron armor. Got iron armor out of... How was that a loot bag? I don't understand. Okay, so I did some counting, and if we want to make the floor using the glowstone glass, I don't know what it's actually called, we'll need, I think, 36 glowstone, because I think it's one glowstone, 2 piece of glass, and it's going to be a big old floor. I still haven't explained what I'm doing, nor do I plan on it. It's a secret, but we're going to take 36 of these, and we're going to combine them together in here in just a second, once this is done, and it's so very close. And I can't just do this myself, but manually? No, I have to do it inside of the alloy smelter. Oh, it's 4 glowstone to a single piece of... oh. Okay, then. Well, that kind of changes things, because that's an awful lot of glowstone, which is an item I have a limited number of, or limited amount of. In case y'all haven't noticed, I'm not necessarily swimming in the glowstone over here. I really only have enough to make 32, so what I think I'll do instead is create, I don't know, maybe 4 of them for like the dead center of this tank. Maybe we'll do that instead. How are we doing here? It's basically done, so like I say, we'll make 4 of them. This is the laughter of a broken man. That's what this is, just in case no one is clear on what's happening here. Do we have to wait for this to finish? I thought it was going to be 3. No, yeah, it's got 3 more to go, and then we'll switch it over to alloy. Wait, it's currently on alloy mode. Okay, so we can just go ahead and put these in there. And as soon as it's done with this batch, it'll start processing these. Presumably. I'm just patiently waiting to make sure. Yeah? Yeah, okay. We'll take the rest of the quite clear glass, because we did make a ton. Is it making it 1 at a time? Okay, well. Oh, Shrek. Okay, so this is the area we're going to be building this tank in. So we're going to go something a bit like this here. And then right in the middle, we'll put those 4 glowy pieces of glass, I suppose. It might sound like I'm saying this with a great deal of confidence, like there's been any amount of thought put into this outside of just, hey, I'll do this. There we go. It's been enlightened. And it should glow. And it should provide a bit of light, and it blends right in with the rest of the glass, so that's nice. So I think the easiest thing we can do is if we fill this up one layer at a time. Wow, this definitely looks like you're about to fall off into the... I like that, though. That it looks like you're about to fall into the abyss. I kind of dig that. I did fill up some buckets with water, and I'm not sure what happened to those. They'll probably be down here at the bottom, though, because I haven't sorted this thing in a while, and I think I just kind of... Yeah, I accidentally just chunked them in there earlier. So we should just be able to... I mean, what are we going to do? One at a time, I guess? Okay, so that's our first layer of water done. How many layers do we need? It might have been wise if I first looked up what really goes into spawning squids, because I didn't. My first instinct was just to build a tank, and I didn't look up any specifications or any kind of guides on how to build a squid tank. I don't know, it just didn't occur to me. I thought, hey, big tank, big squids. Seems logical. Oh. Okay. Alright, this is working. Good. My goal is to have no running water. I want it to all be water source blocks, which is so far working out for us. Ugh. Hey, there we go! A gigantic tank full of water that looks like it's just sort of suspended in the air if you aren't looking closely. So the goal here now is to get squids to spawn inside of it. And I don't know of any way to do that. Maybe we should look up squid again. I didn't really look at the items that came up when we searched for squid. So, I don't know. What is this? Squid vial? I don't know how you... R-click a mob to capture its soul. And then we've got a squid plushie. Alright, so I just did a search, and we've got it. They'll spawn in any block of water, whether it be flowing or otherwise, between 46 and 62. We've managed that. We have not only a block of water, we've got an oversized block of water. And I guess it's just a matter now of waiting. Oh my gosh, that was instant! That was spectacular! Oh, that was glorious. Oh my gosh. Okay, we need to get some food first off because I'm getting really hungry. And I'm wondering what happened to all that chicken I cooked up earlier. Okay, chicken acquired. Good grief. Now I'll scarf down the chicken. And then we're gonna go kill ourselves a squid. How do I get to it, though? I guess I could build a staircase out of... Oh, there's so many of them now! This is glorious. How do we get inside the tank? That could work. Something like that. That doesn't look very pretty, though. Maybe if we did it down the middle? I mean, the problem is there isn't really a middle. So no matter what we do, it's never going to be quite right. This, though, kind of works. Yeah, I mean, it's temporary. We can always take it down if we need to. Alright, let's kill them all. Let's kill every single one of them. And then we'll take their goodies when they drop. What did we need this for, though? Why am I in here with these things? What was the end goal of killing all the squids? I can't even recall. Hold still, you. Thank you. More will spawn. That's the way squids work. But now we've got some raw calamari. We got ourselves a rare loot bag containing some random things. A lava charm. I don't know what that does. What does a lava charm do? It sounds like it would make me invincible to lava. Well, if I didn't throw it on the ground, it might. Let's put it on. Oh, yeah. I feel like I've got some sort of whatever this is down here that's loading. Cool. Oh, I needed one inside the golden lasso. That's what I needed them for. Immediately after I finished killing all of them. That's the moment it all comes back to me. No, it's fine. There we go. Do we have any ender pearls? Have we gotten any ender pearls at all through this entire encounter? We've been playing for so long, you'd think we would have at least gotten an ender pearl that we didn't have to immediately use for something else. I'm not seeing one. Oh, thank goodness gracious. We're going to put that to use, getting many more ender pearls, hopefully. Alright, so what all do I need? I need some ink. I need a couple of diamonds is all I need, and I'm ready to roll. That is exciting. That right there. Look, I've even got 2 diamonds inside of here. So it's almost as if this was meant to be. And I'm so excited for it. Oh ho ho! We've got ourselves a ring of the flying squid. And we got our golden lasso back. Do we have enough grid power for this? I don't think we do. Apparently we don't. It says that 18 out of 9, so we need more. We need to double our GP. What we've been using recently is solar panels, but we might come up with a better solution here. And in fact, we even had... Oh, I wonder if the fact that the moon is overcast matters. Probably not. I wouldn't think so. We'll take a nap and see what happens. Check this out. If I spin this up like this and then I jump... Did you see that? For a split second, we were flying before immediately falling back to our deaths. So that was a good time. We can charge it back up, of course. And then we're off! so short-lived. One thing we can do is we can build a watermill to generate GP. In fact, I think Maria Moore recommended that. This is what we're using in our, what is that series called? Sky Adventure series. So we might build some of these next time so we can actually fly with this ring that we've constructed, and that would be cool. And then we could finally get Enderman spawning up and going. But in theory, this is really cool and will work someday. Until that day, though, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!